Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video, and today I've got a Team of the Season Barclays Premier League prediction video. I know I've left it late, I'm not sure when the Barclays Premier League Team of the Season comes out, but you know, better late than never I guess. We are eventually finally coming out with the Barclays Premier League Team of the Season prediction. Now before I get into this video, I just want to say as well, the Rotherham Career Mode series will be temporarily stopping for about 2 weeks or something like that, just so I can get caught up with other videos and get some better like Ultimate Team videos and all that stuff. It will be coming back, I won't be quitting it completely, but I just thought I was getting too many series and I wasn't being able to like actually get videos out like Ultimate Team, and Team of the Season's coming up as well, so that's pretty big. So it will be temporarily stopping, but it will be coming back. Now getting into the Team of the Season though, we have started off with David De Gea in net, which to be honest, United could be bloody relegated if they didn't have De Gea. That is why I think he deserves to be in the Team of the Season. There is a lot of other candidates like Butland, Schmeichel, but I think in the end De Gea does deserve to be in this team, in the first team anyway, and that is why I put him there. Now in the defence we've got a three at the back formation, 3-4-1-2 I think it is that I decided to go with. And Hector Bellerin is actually in centre back, but as a right back card. He's looked really solid this season, and as well looking at his Ultimate Team card as well, 99 pace. I mean, for a Barclays Premier League fullback as well, I can only imagine he'd be like really expensive. Getting into the centre back position, we have got Wes Morgan, who was playing absolutely amazing. Looking like he's been a lot of the Leicester City players last season didn't play that good, but this season are on the form of their life. Wes Morgan, he's like 32, and for most of his career really, he's been an average centre back, but this season he's just come out of nowhere and played absolutely ridiculously good. So yeah, that is why I put him in the Team of the Season. Now in the centre back position, we've got the last defender in this team, which is Toby Alderweireld. I think I've pronounced that right. Alderweireld has been really influential in Spurs actually still being in the title race. I mean, they're not really in the title race. I think if Leicester City beat United, I think it's confirmed they've won the title. But you know, if Leicester City slip up against United, which is very possible, then they've got to go to Everton, who will be trying to get a good end to the season after a really horrid season. They could still slip up, and if they do, then Alderweireld will be completely in the forefront of that of that title run if they actually do get it. Centre mid position, we have got Kevin De Bruyne, who has been, when he first joined City, to be fair, he was a bit like hit and miss. He wasn't exactly amazing, but recently he's really hit form and he's been playing absolutely amazing recently. I think it was like midway through the season he really started to kick on the gas, and it's been absolutely incredible. And look at this card as well. I mean, just look at them stats. 97 passing, 97 dribbling, he's got everything, and to be honest, probably I'd go as far to say the best centre mid that has ever been on Ultimate Team. Not just in the Premier League, on Ultimate Team. I might be missing out some sort of like 99 Iniesta or something, but that card just does look ridiculous. Next centre mid, we have got Mesut Ozil, who has proven a lot of doubters wrong. Last season he played okay last season, but considering he signed for 42 million, he's still not really shown people he's worth 42 million. And I think this season, I think he's got like 17 assists. He's starting to actually show that 42 million price tag, and he has been playing really well this season. Ozil has been very influential in him being up there for most of the season. They just kind of bottled it again though, like they always do. Now getting into the right mid, I don't have to say anything else really. Do I have to say anything? Mahrez, again another Leicester player who out of nowhere has just been playing in the form of their lives this season, and Mahrez is another one. Last season, I think he looked okay, Mahrez, last season, but he didn't look anything better than that, you know. Bit of an average winger for a relegation threatened team, but this season he's been absolutely incredible, and again, it's one of them players that just has ridiculous stats. I mean, just look at that. Considering he started the season as a silver card, to have 93 pace, 95 dribbling, 92 shot, I mean, everything apart from physical and defending, which is more defensive stats really. For a winger you don't need that. Everything's above 90. What the fuck? In the left mid, I've gone for a bit of a controversial one. I've gone with Marko Arnautovic. Now, a lot of you might not have thought of Arnautovic, but I definitely think he does deserve it. I mean, when you think last season, he wasn't that good. He was really aggressive in the league that he was in. I think it was, I can't remember what league it was now, actually, to be fair. If you think about him last season, wasn't really that much of a great player, really. This season, I think he's played really well. I think he's played really well all season, so that is why I think he deserves to be in this team. We move on to the next player in this team, which is Dimitri Payet, who I don't think anyone can really argue deserves to be in this team. Signing of the season, contender for player of the season, an amazing free kick, amazing passing, not much more to say. Dimitri Payet is an absolute beast of a player. Now, getting on to the first striker, we have got Jamie Vardy, who's got about 22, I think it is, 22 goals this season. And again, it's a miraculous story really, because not that long ago, I mean, I support Barrow, who are in the Vanarama National League, which is like the 6th league of football or something, and not that long ago he was playing for FC Halifax and also Fleetwood, in that league. He was playing in non-league not that long ago, and now he's about to get team of the season. Surely about to get team of the season unless EA have an absolute nightmare. And about to be his 87 rated card, and he's got 22 goals in the Barclays Premier League, and he's about to go into the Champions League. He's having a ridiculous season. It's like every single Leicester player, they've just played absolutely ridiculous this season. Now getting on to the next team, the next player in this team, which is Harry Kane, and he has proven a lot of doubters wrong, and he has scored 24 goals this season, which isn't, I'm sure that's just in the Premier League as well. I was checking on Sky Sports, and I'm sure that's just in the Premier League, which is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not sure how many he's scored in the FA Cup, the Europa League, the Capital One Cup, but if that's just in the Premier League, then that is more than worthy of a team of the season card, and that is why I've put him in this team. Now getting onto the bench, we're going to start off with Hugo Lloris, who has been absolutely ridiculously good for Tottenham this season. Again, similar to Leicester players and similar to other few players in this team. The other seasons he's been fairly average. You know, he's been a good goalkeeper, but he's made a few mistakes here and there that have cost Tottenham sometimes. And I think this season he's finally came out and been an absolutely world class goalkeeper. So I don't think Lloris can really go in the first team, but I do think he deserves to go in the bench. Now, getting on to the other player on the bench, we got Romelu Lukaku, who has scored, I think 18 goals this season. And I mean, just look at them stats. Jesus fucking Christ. 91, Jesus Christ. 91 pace, 86 dribbling, 94 shooting, 93 physical. Jesus Christ, that is a ridiculous card. And it would be awesome if you could afford that. But Romelu Lukaku has been amazing this season as well. So that is why he deserves to be in this team this season. Now, getting on to the next player is Dele Alli, who came out of nowhere, to be honest. He was playing for MK Dons about a year ago. He's just come out of nowhere, and he's been playing absolutely awesome this season, and it would be really, really good to see how he progresses in the next few years. Now, getting on to the next player, we've got Felipe Coutinho, who doesn't get much praise, to be honest. I think Coutinho is a really, really good player. I'd love to have seen him join United before he joined Liverpool, but obviously, you know, he's not going to join from Liverpool to United because that would be pretty stupid. But I do think he's a really, really good player, despite being a United fan. And looking at the stats on his card as well, 88 pace, 93 dribbling, 80 shooting. I was going to do a squad quite a bit ago actually with Coutinho like a centre forward, false 9 striker, and it didn't work though because Coutinho was way too weak, not fast enough, and he just wasn't good enough. Could possibly try that if I had enough to get the team season card, depending on how much it is. I'll have to have a look how much it is because that might be a shout for a squad builder if he's good enough. But I'll have a look at how much he is when he comes out and see if that can make that possible. Now, against the next player, we've got N'Golo Kante, which, if it was down on who's actually the better player, I could probably put N'Golo Kante in the first team. In fact, I probably would do if I was to do a squad again, but I can't actually change it now. It would be way too much effort because I'd have to do the whole team again. But N'Golo Kante is just, I mean, if you look at his Squawker stats, it's absolutely ridiculous how many interceptions he's got. I think it's in the hundreds even. I could be wrong there, but he's got a ridiculous amount of interceptions. By far one of the best centre mids in the league this season, so I am going to virtually put him in the first team, but I obviously can't switch it around. Now getting into the next player is Chris Smalling, which again could be saw as a bit of a controversial one, but I think he does deserve it. I don't think it should be saw as controversial because United haven't been playing great this season, but we're similar to De Gea. Smalling has saved United so many times, you know, defensively when they haven't been great, De Gea has saved them. But I think Smalling does deserve a lot of credit for his work in the defence to keep United where they are at the moment. And he has been playing really, really well recently, and all through the season he's been really, really consistent. And he's been lucky not to get injured, to be honest, because I know Jones and a lot of the other United players were unlucky with injuries, but luckily, De Gea and Smalling haven't been unlucky with injuries and have managed to keep fit for most of the season. Now, getting to the next player, Aguero could also go in the first team, but you know, Vardy and Vardy, I keep forgetting Kane's name. Why do I keep forgetting Kane's name? Kane and Vardy were in the first team. Could maybe switch Aguero and Vardy. I've kind of fucked up, to be honest. But Aguero is on the bench because, you know, he's been injured quite recently, so you know, we'll just put it down to that. But to be honest, I don't really see, you know, you see like Vardy all the time, you hear on the news like scoring, similar to Kane. I don't actually see Aguero like in the news like that much for like scoring, but then I'll look like near the end of the season and I'll have like 20 plus goals. It's like, what? He'll just score like consistently all through the season. He doesn't really do much in terms of like scoring like hat-tricks every game, so he doesn't get in the news. But all his goals like eventually like add up, and you just see him get like 20 plus goals a season, and you're just wondering where the hell do them goals come from. But again, stats on this card look absolutely incredible. 98 pace, 98 dribbling, 99 shooting. Can we just rewind a second? He's got 3 stats that are 98 and above. That is ridiculous. 91 passing as well, which is nothing to be sniffed at, and 84 physical as well. Now, getting on to the reserves, we've got Kasper Schmeichel, who's been really important for, again, Leicester, defensively, keeping a lot of clean sheets this season. I can't remember how many exactly he's got, but he has been very important for Leicester, again, in the title race. And them stats as well for an 82 rated card look really good. 85 defending, although he has been defending the goal, if you like, but 85 diving, 87 reflexes, 91 kicking, looks like a really good card for 82 kick, can't get my bloody words out. Oh, that's great. 82 goalkeeper, looks like a really good card. Now, getting on to the reserves again, we have got Tadic, who has kind of been a bit like silent all most of the season, but he's been one of them players that, you know, you don't see, like Aguero really, you don't see in the news that much, but he just gets assists, gets goals, and he has been a really good player this season. But Tadic definitely deserves to be in the team this season. Now, in the lower reserve position, we have got Robert Huth, who again, another Leicester player who has played really well this season, and I think Wes Morgan and Huth probably have been the best centre-back pairing in the Premier League. I think Robert Huth definitely deserves to get a team of the season card. And similar to a lot of the players in the Leicester team, has just played absolutely incredible this season, way above what they normally play. I mean, if you look at him at Stoke, he looked okay, but he didn't look like a Premier League winner at all. I mean, I know he played for Chelsea at one point, but that was a long time ago. He looked way past it when he was at Stoke. But he's come to Leicester, he's worked like a leader in the team, and he definitely deserves a team of the season card. Now, getting on to the next player in the reserves, we've got Odion Ighalo, who actually has had a bit of a goal drought recently, but I still think earlier on in the season and midway through the season he played really well, and I do still think he deserves a team of the season despite his goal drop recently. I think he's got like 14 goals or something this season, which is still really good. And even though he hasn't been scoring that many goals recently, I still think he deserves a team of the season. I mean, if he carries on scoring from like midway through the season to the end of the season, he could have been right up there with the likes of like Kane, Vardy, them sort of players. But unfortunately, he couldn't keep his goal scoring streak up, but he still got into the team of the season in the reserves. Now, getting on to the last player in this team of the season predictions squad, we have got Danny Drinkwater. He's actually getting he's getting a street named after him, as most of the other Leicester players are. But I don't think Drinkwater gets as much credit as he deserves, because you've got the likes of Kante, Wes Morgan, Vardy, Mahrez. But I think the job that he does in centre midfield for Leicester is really important. He gets the ball, he plays out wide, he plays it through the middle, and I don't think he gets as much credit as he deserves for that. You know, you've got Kante picking out the interceptions, and you've got Drinkwater distributing the ball, and he just works so well. And I do think Danny Drinkwater's done that really well this season, which is why I think he deserves to be in the team of the season. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, then be sure to hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe, and also put in the comments down below as well what leagues you want me to do a team of the season predictions video for. And until next time guys though, I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.